grounded in the power of your spiritual beingness and the understanding that you are having a human experience. Your thinking has a great influence on how you get to experience this life. So as you unlock the mind's abilities to create your ideal experience, you must know that action must be taken in order to experience a joyful, peaceful, thriving life. There is no controversy about the power of mind. However, to unlock the mind's full potential, you must complete these 3 steps: thought, feelings, and action. So, I mean, we can have the thought that we need to go to work, and unless we take action, we don't get to work. You stay in bed. I mean, it's as simple as that. You have to move your feet. So, but self-care can be easy to talk about, and yet it can be challenging to do. Some who have heard of it might think that it's an insignificant act to add to their growth, which I did for a long time before finding the center. It's like, it's not worth it, why bother? But these little minuscule things add up. Rumi says, "Stop acting so small. You are the universe in ecstatic motion." So let's get down to a few concrete examples of self-care. Meditation. It's number 1 on the list. So when self-demeaning thoughts visit your mind and you are unable to use your mind well, the practice of meditation helps entertain positive thoughts into your mind. So mindful meditation can be practiced while sitting or journaling in a quiet place or taking a walk in an environment you love. My favorite form of meditation is pushing fabric through a sewing machine, which is not for everybody, I get, but it's important that you're doing what you love in an environment that calms you and makes you feel peaceful. Ralph Waldo Emerson says this: "To be yourself in a world constantly trying to make you something else is a great accomplishment." He even said that before he knew about social media. You know, the great accomplishment of being yourself. And you do that by engaging in healthy eating, fun activities that you love, and sharing time with loved ones. Shifting your lifestyle so you know what is important in caring for yourself. So the example for today is Gary was a school teacher who believed he did not have time for self-care. He immersed himself totally in his work and neglected other areas of his life. Gary was reported to have self-esteem issues. After implementing a few self-care techniques into his daily routine, he began to be more articulate when interacting with people. He gained more confidence in himself. His confidence helped him change his unhealthy habits. And now Gary is not just a school teacher, but a teacher who has harnessed most of his talents in living life without boundaries. That name Gary we could probably all think of, 50 people we could easily change that name to, including Audrey, including ourselves. So there's more practical applications besides meditation. Mindful moving is another one. Moving your body in a mindful way is much different than exercising or working out. This isn't about forcing yourself to do something you hate. It's about tuning into your body and asking yourself what you need. Find a way to move that makes your body and mind feel good. Maybe a hike or a yoga class is what you're looking for. If you haven't found your mindful movement of choice, keep looking, because that could be part of the fun, just the exploration. The third way is a good read. Finding a book or books that speak to you is an extremely important part of self-love and the wellness for your mind. So go lose yourself in a bookstore, walk through the self-love book aisle and see what chooses you. Number 4, surround yourself with joy. Where do you spend most of your time? Is it in your desk at work, your car? When you look around your surroundings, do you feel a burst of joy? If not, the next step is to create an environment that you absolutely love. Some of my favorites are to surround myself with fresh flowers, positive messages, and pictures of people I love that I don't necessarily get to see often. My favorite books. I feel like a big act of self-love is to have a comfortable environment to hang out in. A place where that makes you smile just by looking around. Along with surrounding yourself with joy is find your place of bliss and think about where you love to go. Is it a coffee shop, a park, walk along the beach, hang out with friends, a workout class, an art class? Self-love is about filling up your cup. When your cup is full, you can serve others better. Now this one is one I've been trying to practice the last couple of years. Slow down. We live in a fast-paced environment. Give yourself permission to slow down, enjoy the special moments, and take care of yourself. There are a few different ways to slow down in your daily life. Eat slowly. Every time you eat, make a point to sit down without distractions. I grew up, my father lived in a household, he was the 11th child out of 22. So, and born in the 30s, so you ate as fast as you could. So you could get enough food, especially if you were a boy. And then you got your mother angry, so she banished you to your bedroom where you had things squirreled away that you could eat for dessert. So my father was a fast eater, which he trained us to all be fast eaters too, because if you sat too long, you could be gone. So eat slowly is something I try to do. Breathe, and we're learning those easy breathing techniques every week. And rest. If you can tell that your body or your mind is overly exhausted, it's important to allow yourself to give your body what it needs. After all, it's the vessel that carries us through every movement, and it needs our attention and love. Resting in your own way will help you rejuvenate much faster and feel good in your body. So one we don't hear about too often unless we're in self-help groups, mirror work. Now mirror work can be a very negative experience for many because it shows the unkind inner dialogue that we hear. So don't listen to those words. Instead, when you look in the mirror, look at yourself in the eyes and say, I love you. Do it even if it still feels silly. Self-talk is proven to work. You can also put up notes on your mirror with positive, loving reminders. And waking up every day with kind and loving messages to yourself and your body will change the relationship you have with yourself in the most positive way. And lastly, one that we talk about a lot here, gratitude. So having a morning and night routine that is dedicated to gratitude is an amazing way to boost your self-love. And all you need is a journal to start. It's a beautiful way to honor yourself in your life, and it's a perfect time to say thank you to your body. So I'm just going to leave you with these parting thoughts. Remember, self-care is self-love. And it is like many things in a multifaceted concept, like other relationships in your life. The one you have with yourself requires nurturing, patience, and kindness. There are many ways to practice self-love, and these are just a few. I explored different Explore different methods of caring for yourself and find what makes you feel joyous and healthy in your mind, body, and soul. And together we say, and so it is.